issues. The first installment will be right here on 2K TV next week called More Than a Vote.
Thanks so much for watching and enjoy NBA 2K.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to DA.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here's LeVert. Here's Irving. Allen. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Dinwiddie. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Irving looking over the floor. Goes back up. Durant finds LeVert. 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. In a wide open look for Simmons. And it's off from three-point range. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Allen slams it in.
Well, that's just tremendous length, exceptional hands. Jared Allen, nice and easy.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. He does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The kick out to Irving. Fires the 3. And Horford pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes to Harris. Richardson outside. He dishes it to Harris. And here's Simmons for 3. Here's Embiid. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. And that one's good, Irving.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Embiid with it. Guarded now by Irving. Harris, bounce pass. Here's Horford. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Dinwiddie. The kick out to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for Irving. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Dinwiddie. Embiid with the steal. Thibault on the wing. Embiid kicks to Thibault. Scott the pass to Korkmaz. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Rebound, Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Thibault. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
Prince outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Burks looking around. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, remarkable watching Alec Burks power through the defense.
Here's Luwawu with 2 seconds left. Off target at the rim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D is just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And getting going again here in the 2nd quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Robinson. Shake Milton is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Korkmaz in the 4-man position. Here's Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. A 3. And no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Robinson dishes to Horford. Simmons feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Harris. 4 on the clock. Milton on top. Levert defending. The Nets with the lead. Outside Prince. Here's Irving. He sinks the 11-footer. Irving's got 6.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here's LeVert. Robinson pulls it in.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Milton finds Simmons. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:36 left to play in the first half. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Jordan gets it to go.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Inside, stolen by Durant. Prince with it. Robinson picks him up. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Prince. Durant's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Wow, here's KD, the fast break opportunity. The Nets working the ball around now. Outside Irving. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Can't hit from the elbow.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Milton. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1. And that's going to do it for us here.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The 76ers trail by 9. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Here's Simmons. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you. Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Dinwiddie against Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Jordan inside. Embiid's there. Jordan kicks to LeVert. Here's Durant. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Richardson finds Horford. Harris with it. Simmons passes to Harris. Richardson for 3. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's tipped. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. Irving's checked in for the Nets. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. Back to Thybulle. A three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 5. And here they go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Here's Korkmaz. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Irving for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's 1:45 left in the third. Here's Burks. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Nets leading by 5. Three-pointer, LeVert hits it from three-point range. LeVert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Scott. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Dinwiddie. And the 76ers also making a change. Al Horford, he's checked in for Scott.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
From deep three-point range, Korkmaz no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're leading by 8. Out to Harris. And there's the pass to Irving. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thybulle with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. And stolen by Prince. Here's Luwawu. The kick out to Irving. Shoots over Burks. Second chance effort on the wing, Harris. Pass to Luwawu. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nets leading by 8. So on the floor for Philadelphia. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Irving attacking. Dishes to Allen. Back to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The 76ers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Simmons on the wing, covered by Irving.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Here's Prince. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Horford.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Luwawu. And both free throws good for Prince. The 76ers trail by 10. Left side, Horford. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
It's stolen by Harris. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. Horford with it. Guarded now by Irving. Richardson outside. Passes it to Harris. Simmons against Irving. Horford dishes to Richardson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
He misses the free throw.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. Brooklyn leading by 11. Durant deciding where to go with it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Allen. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Down low. Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Allen passes to Dinwiddie. The shot misses. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 13. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Horford against Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
The free throw drops for Durant. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
3 on 3. Here's Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 14.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
A nice shot by Embiid. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Allen passes to Durant. Allen in the post, guarded by Embiid. Allen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Harris, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Richardson gets a wide-open look from outside off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jared Allen.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Embiid with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Irving against Simmons. The shot's good from Irving. And the Nets lead by 10.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
The first free throw is good. 2 shots. And Simmons drops them both. Here's Johnson. Crawford kicks to Jordan. To the right side. Caruth passes to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Jordan inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports.
Welcome to 2K TV. I'm the 2K MC, here to tell you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, it's time for Court Conqueror, where you'll
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach Brett Brown wants Ben Simmons shooting at least 1 3-pointer per game. His shots.
Absolutely, DA. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And here comes Hayward leading the fast break. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The anticipation, the length. Tatum maximizes the opportunity on both ends.
Horford kicks to Harris. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
On the wing, Brown. That one doesn't drop. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Hayward grabs the board.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
A stalwart on the defensive end, and be superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
In the corner, Horford with it. And stolen by Hayward. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, man. Look at the skill set Walker has. Superb at using his body inside to draw that contact.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. And GA, as long as he's in Boston, we have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Tice passes to Hayward. Back to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward with good awareness finds the open man.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Oh, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Tatum on the wing. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And stolen by Richardson. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Smart. Embiid, no good. For Boston, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And stolen by Richardson. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Robinson kicks to Richardson. Here's Robinson. Back to Richardson. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 4 to shoot. Robinson misses. Boston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Horford. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From downtown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Robinson against Smart.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 7.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
Richardson outside. Tatum against Robinson. Goes up again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Here's Wanamaker. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to follow.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Boston. Tatum out there with Williams. Then there's Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. Thibault, the pass to Scott. Back to Thibault. On the wing, Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Good, nice job down low. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work in getting after it on the glass.
Williams can't hit.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Thibault, the pass to Scott. So here's Burks. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Korkmaz. On the wing, Harris. No good on the triple. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Brown with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. And it's Brown missing.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Thibault. Again, Philadelphia. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Brown dishes to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Hayward finds Walker. And here is Brown. Fires from deep. That makes it 7 straight misses for him. Definitely not the start he was looking for.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Harris passes to Thibault. Burks on the wing. 6 to shoot. The putback. And Boston with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brown outside. And that one goes. First for him tonight, 1 for 8.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside. Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last off season, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Daniel.
Milton in the corner. Over Hayward. That one a little long.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Williams kicks to Walker. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Philadelphia leading by 3. Shoots from the baseline. Another miss by Philadelphia. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Tice inside. Harris is there. Outside, Walker. Tice passes to Williams. Can't connect from short range.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
For 3, Harris. Rebound, Boston. Tice has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim-rocking Shazam.
Buries it down low. Brown's got 6.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
On the wing, Milton. Defended by Hayward. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 1.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. 3. And that's...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
And so in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Walker. There's the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway.
The Celtics making a switch here. Panthers checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris.
That's an unforced error. That driver, coach, crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Smart's checked in for Boston. Outside, Simmons. Richardson outside. Back to Simmons. The feed to Embiid, stolen by Cantor. Smart with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up. Tatum, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Richardson the pass to Horford. Korkmaz kicks to Richardson. Here's Simmons. He can't get that one, and it's Boston the other way. Here's Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 5. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
They get it again. Embiid can't get it to fall. Celtics leading by 7. The kick out to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now Smart. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Fast break Philadelphia. Richardson's running. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Simmons. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Connects from 3-point range. Tatum's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston. Embiid inside, guarded by Tatum. To end the cold streak, Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist from Smart. Tatum's got 14 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Robinson. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making better efforts.
And Tatum stays with it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Milton. Williams with the block. Cantor finds Williams. Outside, Smart. Here's Wanamaker. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And the Celtics lead by 19.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Wanamaker. Back to Smart. Passes to Wanamaker. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum with it. Robinson picks him up. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 11 points here in just the second half.
What I like about Tatum, he moves his feet well, understands angles. He plays more physical than advertised.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just wanted more.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Boston on top, up 19. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And there's the two with Tatum at the three. Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston Five.
Oh, look, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Horford. Brown feeling it out a bit. Knocked loose. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Tice. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 20 points.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease. Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Boston leading by 17. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And here's Tatum for three. No good. Third miss. 9 for 12 shooting. Here's Milton. Drops in the layup for two. Milton's got his first 2 points. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the shot goes down.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And they double up Simmons. In the corner, Horford with it. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Right wing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. Well, we felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Horford dishes to Harris. The 76ers with another miss. Celtics leading by 22. Walker finds Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Harris. And the call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the basket by Langford.
Not lacking any confidence down there. Just give Langford the ball and let him do his thing.
Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. On the wing, Harris. Back to Korkmaz. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green against Harris. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Pass to Smart. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Here's Harris. Great D that time from Green. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
The offensive rebound, Langford. Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. The 6-footer's good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Neto, the pass to O'Quinn. Stolen by Cantor. Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Neto, guarded by Smart. Got a hand on it.
And looking engaged defensively. Langford showing he has what it takes to be a shot blocker.
And so it's Boston easily trapped. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
NBA 2K TV, we have the 2020 NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. And now's the time to jump into my league. We take you through the mode, plus in-game events.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the DA.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And so Horford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Richardson outside. Anunoby sends it back.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And Toronto has possession.
OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injuries concerns, but he's been great.
Now here is Lowry, and the shot goes in.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Siakam with it, and it's Horford picking him up. VanVleet wide open. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
VanVleet outside. Back to Lowry. 4 on the clock. VanVleet kicks to Ibaka. 3-pointer, Lowry. Rebound by the 76ers. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's Simmons.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam outside. Oh, and the dunk by Ibaka.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Embiid, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And he comes up with the deuce. Simmons got his second basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here is Ibaka after Ben Simmons' bucket. Pass to Siakam. To the wing right side. And here's VanVleet from the arc. That one's not going to go. And Philadelphia the other way now.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Toronto trailing. There's the pass to Anunoby. Siakam. Siakam on the foul.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader, because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Now here's Davis outside for Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
Terrific play call, and that's where you want to see Marc Gasol. He can use his combination of skill and size.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Thibault. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They now take the lead.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Thibault can't get it to go. Boucher gets to Gasol. Back to Boucher. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The big fella loves to pass. Marc Gasol with the vision and court awareness to do it from anywhere on the floor.
Shot to stop the run. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one. And so a good time to go.
And that does it for the first quarter. Toronto ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's...
And, of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Korkmaz. Shake Milton is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Robinson, and it's Scott in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Scott can't get it to go.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Horford comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Burks.
And folks, this is Horford in his zone. Wasn't going to let that opportunity slip away.
Passes it to Davis. Lowry looking around. And there's the feed to Gasol. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Milton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Milton's got his first points in this one.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Stolen by Robinson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bucket is good.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Milton. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steals.
Feeds it to Gasol. A shake. And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Kyle Lowry is a very tough guy for 6'1". He's a guy who loves to attack the inside, even though he's small.
Richardson against Lowry. Horford dishes to Richardson. Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Ibaka. Ibaka drawing the double team. And a wide open look for Siakam. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Simmons penetrating. And they take the lead. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Thomas surveying the D. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Robinson. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Right side Thomas, outside Lowry. The dish now to Ibaka. Clock at 4. The Raptors need to get a shot on Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-5 run here. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Thybulle can't get it to go.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Lowry for 3. Burks pulls it in. Here's Korkmaz over Lowry. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And this talented 76ers team, they are... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And he gets the bucket. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this team.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact, and if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length, who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. He feeds it to Ibaka.
Oh, here he comes. That was amazing. And look at the elevation. This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now. Fred Van Vliet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for OG Anunoby. Ibaka finds Hollis Jefferson. Back to Ibaka, and stolen by Scott. And now here comes Simmons leading the break over Lowry. No good from Simmons.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And with Van Vliet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the #1 part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred Van Vliet. He knows how to play.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Powell in for Fred Van Vliet. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Simmons. And stolen by Scott. And now Philadelphia on the break. Horford in the post. Boucher defending. And the basket by Horford. Horford's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. Gasol with it, and it's Horford picking him up, and stolen by Horford. Here's the break. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. It's good. And now it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And stolen by Richardson. Scott the pass to Horford. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Gasol finds Boucher.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And the dunk by Powell.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
The 76ers leading by 4. Milton the pass to Richardson. Robinson down low. Boucher defending. Robinson misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Outside Lowry. The pass to Boucher. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Scott. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Milton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Milton's got 8. Raptors trail by 6. Outside Lowry. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to Boucher. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Raptors shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Chris Boucher. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Kyle Lowry. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia. Leading by 5. Here's Korkmaz. Misses from short range.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Korkmaz. Ibaka with some nice D. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Raptors trail by 3, so on the floor for Philadelphia. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Alec Burks, and it's Korkmaz in small forward.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Ibaka, no luck. The 76ers leading by 3. Harris passes to Thibault. And Anunoby sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Ben Simmons.
On defense, Toronto. Embiid kicks to Simmons. To the inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
I hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Ibaka. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Here's Thibault. And that'll be 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is...
Okay. You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
And it's Simmons penetrating. That one, no good. Raptors with the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Count that one.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The shot's good. Thibault's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it. He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Back to Siakam. And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Kept alive, Embiid. Right side, Simmons. Pass to Harris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Terrence Davis. And then for Philadelphia, Horford comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Richardson in for Matisse Thybulle. Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Horford with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Back to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in.
Gasol demands the ball when his team needs an important basket. Just remarkable initiative on his part.
At the elbow, Horford. Richardson outside. Here's Simmons. Horford trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for the Raptors. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Siakam passes to Gasol. Yes!
Stepping up with the game on the line, Marc Gasol delivering in the clutch.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
And Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Outside Gasol. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Richardson. And the rejection by Lowry. Outside Gasol. He kicks it to Lowry. Back to Siakam. And here's Davis for 3. Misses the shot. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
your top plays. Ready for some 2K TV? Well, we've got some exciting stuff for you this week.
That's right. This week we are talking about the best of the best, the NBA 2K League. And guess what? Season 3 recently wrapped up, and we have crowned a new champion.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come up.
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D8. So the next starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Clock is at 3. Durant with a wide open look. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Durant down low. Working on Horford. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5.
Well, Richardson's quickness really makes him a tough defender. He's just all over you.
Good work defensively by Richardson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportunity.
That was a strong dunk.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
KD looking around. And that one is good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Outside, Horford. Outside, Simmons. That 3 off the mark. And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for LeVert. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Jordan, the kick out to Irving. A putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Here's Korkmaz, offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harris up top, defended by Thibault. Tipped away. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's the Nets now. 6 on the shot clock. Prince, the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Prince. Let's keep it alive. Outside Irving. Dinwiddie wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Burks. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Prince. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now the pass to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and he makes the first.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction, and his potential, unlimited.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Burks, the pass to Scott. Back to Burks. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Brooklyn leading by 6. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris outside. Takes a 3. The shot comes out, and Philadelphia the other way now. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded closely.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Net shooting 47%, pretty solid. Jordan finds Prince. Back to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Robinson against Harris. Back to Prince. Dinwiddie outside. For the 3. Al Horford with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Robinson kicks to Milton. No good from outside. Nets leading by 8. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And the basket is good. Luwabu's got his second bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clock at 6, and here's Harris from the arc. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. No good from Luwawu. The 76ers trail by 12. Robinson drives in. Basket counts. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Richardson, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Tobias Harris.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Richardson, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the triple. They get it back.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Wound up there for Allen and stolen by Richardson. On the wing, Harris. Here's Simmons. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Brooklyn enjoying it. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They had a little bit of intimidation factor, right? They attacked the glass with a lot of energy.
And that's a wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. KD against Horford. KD passes to Irving. Back to KD. Just 5 on the clock. Irving can't hit. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Harris. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for Brooklyn.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing, and you have a guy like KD, You want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Embiid from outside. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Al Horford. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And Simmons drops them both. Nets leading by 10. Irving passes to Allen. The 11-footer, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Allen. Irving's got 6 points.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Richardson the pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jared Allen.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Taurean Prince comes in for Luwawu Cabarro.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Irving looking for an opening. It's good. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Durant kicks to Irving. Elbow shot is on the way. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Well, no easy answer for how you defend Richardson on the drive.
Here's Irving. 10 points for him. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot on the wing. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 10 points.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And that one's good. Korkmaz.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Irving. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Brooklyn now, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Dinwiddie passes to Prince. And Embiid with the block. Here's Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion trade. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Harris with it. Picked up by Harris. Out to Harris. A 3-ball. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Irving against Simmons. And again, it's the Nets missing. Philadelphia with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And it's Irving missing. The 76ers trailed by 5. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for it. No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
And it's Harris off the drive, and the shot goes in. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Irving against Simmons. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there. You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Simmons against Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And it's good on the way in.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
To the middle and stolen by Prince. KD with it, and it's Horford picking him up, and that's an intentional foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton, and Raul Neto subbed in for Ben Simmons. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Harris LeVert comes in for Harris. Irving kicks to KD. Back to Irving. But they'll get another chance.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Harris. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Guys, this is why they go to Harris. They know he's going to find a way to come up clutch. Count it!
Irving attacking.
Expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
It drops.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Neto finds Richardson. Misses the 3. Pass to Irving. Over Embiid. Got it. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
that's so exciting, and I know they fought through a tough and challenging season, even beating an undefeated team along the way.
We caught up with a couple of the members from Wizards District Gaming to talk about their journey to the title.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a fantastic look at this. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. It's stolen by Brown. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And a wide open look for Simmons. Second chance shot. Count that one.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And Tice throws it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And, Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Tatum finds Brown. Offensive rebound.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Richardson against Brown. Horford in the post. Tatum on him. Horford no luck. Here's Hayward. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The drive by Simmons. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. On up the court. Brown kicks to Tatum. Shoots from the elbow. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. 9-point game. Yep, that one goes in there.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Tatum passes to Walker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Horford. That one falls.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Hayward with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Brown. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When we are talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 6'11" wingspan. This is why he's so effective coming up with second chance points.
Burks. And the layup's good off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
Oh, my goodness. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Here's Burks. And the rejection by Tatum. Pass to Burks. Goes back up. Goes up with it again. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an...
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Korkmaz. Alec Burks is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Scott in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Korkmaz.
At the line for two.
That one misses.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
Here's Embiid, and it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And Kanter pulls it down. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, you love the aggression. This is where Tatum has improved, converting off the bounce.
The 76ers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Pass to Milton. Now, here's Burks. Shot left block, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. The shot off that time.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Robinson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, Man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Richardson's checked in. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Williams finds Hayward. Back to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Here's Wanamaker, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wanamaker's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been awesome.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Williams passes to Williams, and it's in there. And the Celtics lead by 11.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And stolen by Horford. Here's Milton. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Smart. Hayward passes to Wanamaker. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Here's Thybulle. Rebounded by Smart. Boston leading by 11. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Brown's got 7 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Thybulle finds Richardson. Right side Horford. The pass to Korkmaz. And here now is Thybulle. It's blocked. Brown wide open. He fires. Here's Williams. Brown with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. Al Horford with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. So here's Burks. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Burks looking around. Shoots over Walker. The putback. The putback is no good. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, there was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 of them. Thanks for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Yep, it counts.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Brown kicks to Tatum. Richardson against Brown. Outside, Walker. 4 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Horford no luck. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Robinson's checked in for Tobias Harris. And a change for the Celtics. Wanamaker's checked in.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Tice inside. Guarded by Embiid. Yep, that one goes. Tice has got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. Hayward comes with the double team. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Simmons, it's good on the putback.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Celtics leading by 11. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Over Richardson, and it's Boston with another.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him, his pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Here's Horford, tries again, and he lays it up and in. Horford's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And Hayward with the stuff.
I don't think you can let Gordon Hayward get free around the rim. This guy will throw it down and leave no doubt.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Passes to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And Boston with the rebound.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Boston leading by 17. There's 38 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since. I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Tatum against Robinson. Tatum drives in. Here's Tice. Al Horford with the rebound.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Got it off in time, and no good that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 17. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Alec Burks is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Another shot. Smart passes to Brown. Off target from outside.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Burks. Right side, Scott. Stolen by Smart.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Here's Thybulle. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 18. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the line.
2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Thybulle with the ball. Brown on him. And that one's good. Thybulle.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter, and he makes that one.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it. Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Burks. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Walker in the post.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Milton, and he goes in for the dunk.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside, Smart. Over Thybulle. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. The kick out to Brown. The tray. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Milton. Now Harris. Back to Milton. now, here's Thibault. He's covered closely. Embiid, the pass to Milton. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Celtics leading by 12. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Williams for three. Cantor. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Harris draws the double. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Al Horford. He's checked in for Shake Milton. Richardson comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Korkmaz. The 76ers trail by 14. The finish and the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
And stolen by Harris. Here's Embiid. And the 76ers get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Harris with it. Now defended by Hayward. Harris no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Boston, no good that time either. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Neto's got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
Shooting for Boston.
Both shots good from the stripe.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-6 run. And good that time.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Langford. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
One of those guards who just oozes with potential. Langford has the size and skill set that every team is looking for. Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, any time.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
championship. They do it in 4 games.
Today we have some very special guests on 2K TV. They are the current NBA 2K League Season 3 champions, Wizards District Gaming. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right, so let's get started. You guys had the #1 overall.
And just about to get underway is the starting five. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at center. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here's Siakam.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Richardson, good.
Well, not a big guy, but Richardson has no fear of the contact, and he stays strong and gets his finish.
And stolen by Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now here's VanVleet. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Horford kicks to Richardson. Back to Horford. And the layup is good. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Now, here's Richardson, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Richardson, good.
They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ibaka finds Lowry. And again, Toronto no up.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Richardson outside. Passes it to Simmons. Five to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Count that bucket.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Here's Simmons. Richardson outside. Outside, Simmons. Horford in the post, working on Ibaka, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Very concerted effort on Horford's part to bully his way inside and draw contact there. He needs to do more of that. Play inside, get tough.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Now, here's Gasol. Kicks it out to Siakam. Lowry from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Philadelphia with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Thibault, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now here's Embiid, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Robinson, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The drive by Siakam.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Now here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Robinson. Rejected by Gasol.
got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside for Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Gasol with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Siakam outside. Got a piece of it. Here's Davis. He feeds it to Gasol. That's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Robinson dishes to Burks. Embiid kicks to Thibault. Embiid the pass to Burks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Robinson. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Raptors also changing it up. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Well, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Here's Burks, up and in from the low block.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 8. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Tobias Harris is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Scott, and it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. No good on the 3. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 16. Here's Boucher. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Pass to Korkmaz. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Milton finds Scott. Good work there as it goes.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Ibaka. Nice move. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton. Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Back to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Boucher. It doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here's Boucher. Lays it up off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Out to Harris. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
It's good. Anunoby's got his second best. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Scott, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Korkmaz, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 16. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Ibaka, the pass to Boucher. Rebound by the 76ers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
He's such a smart player, such a smart player. Richardson understands the value of the fast break move.
Powell kicks to Boucher. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting the D. I mean, he was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Harris.
I mean, you look at the all-around game of Harris. He's even been good from the free throw line.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Horford comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Outside Lowry. Over to the wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Count it. Good.
Using that big body. I mean, Gasol able to absorb contact. That's what you want from your big man.
The 76ers leading by 18. The pass to Thibault. Back to Burks. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He gets that one. Burks has got 6 points.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. But, I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Gasol kicks to Siakam. They get it again. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Philadelphia. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Right out of the gate, it was Philly setting the tone. A smoldering performance. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
That one good for 2. He's got 6.
Aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powered through it.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Embiid.
Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Free throw good. Siakam.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive.
Here's Siakam over Horford, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Embiid comes for the double team. Van Vliet wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 5.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
A shot by Milton, no good.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And now Philadelphia on the break. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Raptors with some changes. Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Powell in for Fred Van Vliet. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Siakam finds Gasol. And the rejection by Embiid. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Siakam. Richardson attacking.
And last season, Richardson battled some injuries. Took some time to adjust the plate in Philly, but eventually it all came together.
Yeah, he was a hard worker like Richardson would find his role. I mean, the guy is so competitive. He's as competitive as it gets. He brings that fire on defense and always believes his next shot will fall.
Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for OG Anunoby. Outside for Gasol. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You're in a tough spot defensively. Gasol has size. I mean, he has power. You really have to wrap him up to keep this from happening.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz checked in for Glenn Robinson III. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Burks in for Richardson. It's stolen by Davis. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Raptors trail by 10. Outside Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Korkmaz. Hollis-Jefferson with the rebound. The Raptors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Right side Lowry. Gasol passes to Hollis-Jefferson. Over Horford. Shot clock at 6. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Gasol's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors.
With his size, with his strength, with his brain, there's no reason Gasol shouldn't be able to dominate the game offensively.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That one goes. Count it. And it's 9 points for Marc Gasol.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Thybulle with the ball. Foul on him. Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. Now Thybulle and the powerful one-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Davis finds Powell. Misses the 3. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Thybulle. That shot off the mark. Davis with some nice D. Powell, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Oh.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
A three from Davis. It's off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Richardson. Good D by Siakam. Raptors trail by 10. To the inside. Here's Boucher. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Richardson outside. Thibault on the wing. That shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. The jump hook. The second effort. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Toronto also making a switch. OG Anunoby's checked in for Chris Boucher. Passes it to Harris. Embiid kicks to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 8. Van Vliet with it. Now defended by Embiid. Davis, the pass to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Richardson. Davis against Harris. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Van Vliet. On the wing, Harris. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Anunoby finds Davis. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Over Harris. They get it back.
And here we go, guys. This possession could make or break them right here.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. Embiid. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Siakam.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Simmons working it over. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That 3 off the mark. Raptors trail by 5. Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Inside. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Ibaka.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
11 feet away, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
The layup missed. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Richardson. Unable to get that one. Good D by Siakam. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. The putback, and Ibaka is right there.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Robinson finds Richardson. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Serge Ibaka. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It falls!
This is why Richardson is out there. I mean, his team trusts in his ability to come through in the clutch.
And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. For 3, Van Vliet. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Simmons penetrating. The putback, it's good!
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that